What's going on, tribe? If you're new here, my name is Ebony. My father named me that. This channel is about those who are on the self mastery journey. That means minding your own business, staying in your own lane, focusing on your betterment, your growth, and most importantly, your love of self. Welcome back, tribe. How y'all been? Hopefully well. While I was shuffling the cards, whispering, I saw whispering came out twice. So it could be some folks that's out here whispering and talking behind your back, but we don't really worry about that here. Um, but if you're hearing whispers as far as in your own mind, 9 times out of 10, it could be your guides. Test them. Use your discernment and test out the message. Um, what does the tribe need to know? We're gonna do an A spread. So, what does the tribe need to know? What advice? What advice does the tribe need to know? What advice do we have for the tribe? Current and popping out in the current position. Silent retreat. Silence. And she listening to music. She got her earbuds in. Uh, Life probably on Do Not Disturb. I'm digging it. That lines up with whispers too. Silent. Um, it's not whispering, but it's whispering is the next thing from being silent. At the bottom of the deck, we got connect, abracadabra. That's what we got at the bottom of the deck. At the very back of the deck, we got, ooh, what's this? I don't know if you pronounce the Q or not, but if you do, Kuadi, Kuada, Marawa, intuition. I'm not sure what that is because I don't speak this language. I don't know if this is Yoruba language or not, but somebody let me know. But that's the hangman. Um, in this deck, they only have the major arcana for that. But again, I feel like this, what I'm getting the feeling of is getting silent so that you can connect to your spiritual team, to your spirit guides, to your inner wisdom, kind of hanging out, getting that head rush that you would get if you were hanging upside down. I feel like that's how the message is gonna come through. They're making me feel like that's how it's gonna feel when you actually connect with your guides. Those that are attempting to connect with their spirit guides. Others, you've been you're gonna be approached in your silence by someone who's wanting to connect, and that energy, that feeling, that person may give you a head rush. So it's kind of feeling like could be I'm hearing love at first sight energy as well. Use your discernment on that. Like love at first sight is beautiful, but a lot of people can't handle what comes with that, along with that. Um, yeah, and I'm just gonna move on for that. Caution. What is the tribe need to caution? What is the tribe need to caution? That's too much that came out. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That does give me the feeling of taking on too much. Taking on more than you can handle, more than you can, that you're taking on more than you can handle. It's giving people pleasing energy. It's like a person. I'm also getting the feeling of a person being to the point of the brink of giving up because it made me like throw my hands in the air, kind of thing. That's how it felt when all those cards fell out. But we got which metaverse. That's what we got for caution. So it could be somebody attempting to do black magic on you in regards to some man or their stability. I say that because the Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. Uh, Sharkai, stability. That's what's at the bottom of the deck. At the very back of the deck, we got ego death. So it very well could be that, and I guess that's why I was feeling that way as far as the black magic and somebody attempting to do it on you. But how I feel about black magic is, it's gonna work, but it ain't gonna work on the person that it's intended for. You know what I mean? Like when you use your magic, it should be on yourself, really. Like you really should only use your magic on yourself because it's only for you. Now you can make certain potions and things that are with love. Like all of this should be with the love energy, not the dark energy, not an envious energy, not a I want what another person has energy. When you do when you do any kind of magic, or when you're manifesting, when you're wishing, praying, all of that, it should never be a anything ill intended for another person in any of the things that you do with magic and prayer and spirituality and religion, or whatever it is that whatever tribe you subscribe to. It should always be on the up and up, on the higher level. But someone isn't, so it's telling you to be cautious of that. But I feel like you don't really need to be cautious of that. I mean, you do need to be aware of it, but when I think of caution, and the intended reason for caution in this ace spread is to let you know about things that you can change, things that you can prevent. Now, maybe it's letting you know that you need to put added protection over yourself and your work. Yeah, we'll take it that way. So, yeah, get yourself some added protection, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the way around, because you got somebody that wishes ill on you. Be careful what you take from people. Don't take drinks, anything that you can consume, definitely. But even gifts that people give you, you know, people can put things on actual objects. Cover, if you have children, cover them with extra protection at this time, because they tend to go after that. A person that wants to do dark magic for ill purposes definitely doesn't care anything about your kids. So let that be that. So be cautious of it. Don't be scared. Just up your protections at this time, sis or bro. Just up your protections at this time, because there's somebody out to get you, because they feel like it'll help their stability, or it's over a man. If it's female, well, not even female on female, it's I feel like it has to do with stability. I feel like someone is trying to get one up on you, or affect your stability, make you fall in some way, shape, or form. But it's not possible, is what I'm saying. So we're just gonna move on from that. What's the encouragement? What encouragement we got for the tribe? What encouragement we got for the tribe? What encouragement for the tribe? What's the encouragement message? Food meditation. I wanted to pop out. This wanted to pop out, but it didn't. It didn't have enough force. So it could be that. Oh, excuse me. It could be that the need for a better diet is in place. You'll feel better if you eat better, is what I just heard. You're being encouraged to eat healthier, pay more attention to the things that you consume, the things that you eat, the things that you drink. Um, it's giving me lush energy. It's giving me lush energy, like you're overindulging. Give something on encouragement. An encouragement message for the tribe. An encouragement message for the tribe. Thank you. Codes in nature. So that definitely brings me back to spirit guide energy. I I feel like the trees are our oldest living ancestors. I don't. I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm not gonna go deep into how I feel about trees, but there's codes in nature. Miracles is the sub subject. Bliss is at the bottom of the deck, which is the world card. And at the very back of the deck, we got change. So I'm hearing the Jagged Edge song, seasons. As the seasons change, hope we don't stay the same. We can use a break from all the hurt and pain. I can't get the rest of the lyrics. I'm sorry, guys, but if it's the song "Seasons" by Jagged Edge, I'll link it in the description. Um, but that's giving me a sense of, you coming into that with this spring. You're coming into changes. It feels like financially, but it also feels spiritual as well. Um, Emotionally is what I'm getting with the change being at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna give up on trying to um, pronounce those words that are not in my language, unless I feel like it sounds right for me too. Like the world card is Egg Bay, but I think I know that from a mentor who speaks Hebrew. Is that Hebrew that he speaks? Egg Bay. I believe it's Hebrew, or yeah, I believe it's Hebrew. Um, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But that's the world card bliss. So it's, to me, codes in nature, change, and bliss all brings me to the um, cyclical energy. Like things coming to an end and beginning. Endings always have beginnings. Where there is the ending, there's a new beginning. Where there's a death, there's a birth. All of those things that we learn about energy. It doesn't die, it just renews. So it's giving me the energy of there gonna be some miracles, some blissful times for some folks. And I feel like it's those folks that have been putting in the work to change their situation, to change their mindset, to change how they react emotionally, who've become emotionally intelligent, and if not, they're for sure working on it. Like, they are working on how they react to things, and just working on themselves in general, because that's what this channel is all about. So if that ain't the vibe, then I don't know what to tell you. But there's going to be some codes that you get in nature. So I feel like that's brings me back to the beginning of the advice of being silent. Uh, being silent, sitting still, receiving those codes in nature. You may need to take the earbuds out, because it doesn't look like her earbuds are connected to anything. It looks like it's connected to nature, because I don't see any device. I don't see any device. And when I looked at it before, I got stethoscope energy. So that's definitely doctor energies. Anybody out here that is really not feeling themselves, you need to go see a doctor, period. Too many things about health came up in this reading. So that's a, you know, a thumbnail of the reading, but it doesn't look as if her earbuds are connected to anything but nature. So I'm not gonna say don't listen to music. Um, I'm just gonna say don't make that the focus when you go to sit in silence, because a lot of us will go sit in quote unquote silence but are, listening to music or have earbuds in, listening to something. It's giving me the energy that, yeah, of course, bring all that along, but set the intention to go out in nature and receive the codes from nature that are going to help you through this season, through this rough patch, to get away from these folks that wish you ill and harm. Because I feel like they're in your life. They're not like spectators that only see you on screen. Like, these are people that are in your life that wish you harm, that wish ill on you, and you need to. That's something you need to tend to. You're only going to get codes in nature and from your ancestors about things that people think internally. If you get what I'm saying, that's that's why a lot of people show up to watch tarot readings to try to get inside of somebody else's head to see what their motive is. But here, we like to get into the energy so that we serve our best and highest good, so that we know how to transition to the next version of self that we choose and want to be. And to be able to do that, you're going to need to get silent. You're going to need to sit and listen after you ask for what you ask for. Because that's what a lot of us don't ask and then make the time to sit out in nature and receive the answer. Because I feel like you receive your answers more clear when you're outside. Definitely. Like, I'm not saying that you gotta go bare ass on the ground or anything like that, because I know me. Like, sitting on the ground, are you serious? Nah, I will put a blanket down or something like that. But sitting bare ass on the ground, I have an issue. Sitting bare ass on shit, the couch, regular things, I cringe at, and that's just me. Like, but get out in nature, distraction free, and get these codes, because divine source energy is enlisting spirit guides and ancestors to you to get you the answers to the questions that you ask him, or especially if you're asking for guidance and not asking for it to just drop out the sky. If you're asking for guidance towards a certain thing, divine source energy is definitely going to help you, or send helpers to assist you along that journey. But I know I was long-winded with that. But moving on, can we get something on silent retreats? We're trying to know about silence and silent retreats. We're trying to know. We got two that pop. Three. No, we ain't doing all that. So, I want me to keep going, or okay. Keep going. What do we need to know about silence? Silent retreat. One, please. One, please. We limited on time, guys. One. This one. One that relates to the message of silent retreat and silence. Why does the tribe need to be in silence? Oh, there's so much coming out. Probably because you're thinking about too much. But come on, let's get one. Please, guys. One more silence. Silent retreat. Wow. You got microphone. I'm not go. This is not all the way in reverse because this is upright. So this is current. Both energies are current, but it is facing down. So again, silence. Put your mic down. It's giving me shut the fuck up energy. I really feel like your guides are really wanting you to just be quiet, sit in sit in silence, and listen. Listen, Linda, is what I'm hearing. Like this is at the bottom of the deck. Like really, shut the fuck up. We would be enamored if you would shut your fucking mouth, please, ma'am, and sit down. You giving us a headache. This is behind this. Oh wow! At the very back of the deck, we got water, a full tall bottle of water. So it I'm just gonna move on from that. Put your mic down is what I'm hearing. Like this is not the time to be throat chakra heavy. You know, like let's put the mic down. It's time to lead the stage is the energy that I'm getting. That's find the excitement in silence is what I'm getting. Because it's really bringing me to outside energy of people wanting you to shut up. Like it could be some people trying to silence you as well. But I feel like if you standing on truth and you standing on business and you speaking on things that are true to you and your experience, there's always gonna be somebody that want to shut you up because they just do. Like people don't really like to hear the truth nowadays, and people really don't like to be called on their stuff. So if we're gonna take this on a higher vibration, I would, yeah. If you have already figured out that your advice is not warranted, people don't really want you to speak out or speak to them about specific topics, then yeah, don't beat a dead horse. Just don't do it. Um, you don't need to anyway. I really feel like this is it's also a situation where it's like you're excited about something, so you want to express it to everybody, and you want to tell the world. You want to tell the world, about whatever this good news is, but you're being called to be silent. I feel like this is alluding to the season of moving in silence, which I've been seeing a lot on social media too, with the AI art, people making videos saying, I mean, not videos, but content and AI art. Speaking of moving silence, it may be that season with me. They brought me to the Egg Bay Bliss card, world card at the bottom of the deck. Like this may be that time to move in silence. I feel like it's calling on to that because that's the highest vibration that I'm getting from that. Anything else is that I'm getting out of those two cards being in the advice column is low vibrational. Like we don't even want to go on the telling other people to shut up and all that kind of stuff. That's low vibrational. Like if you can't take and to listen to what a person is hearing, click off, walk out the room. You can excuse yourself. Even if you have to be there, you can excuse yourself by saying, oh, I need to, use the restroom kind of thing. Oh, I got a important phone call that, it's a way to exit stage left without being disrespectful and without pretty much telling somebody to shut up. So, you know, if we're gonna keep on and move on to the high vibrational part of it, just move in silence. It's time to move in silence. what do we have for the caution? Which metaverse? What's the tribe need to know about that? What's the tribe need to know about? Yeah, they got always three cards wanting to pop out. And of course, you know we're not taking them. Yeah, it's still giving me the energy of somebody just not wanting you to feel good, not wanting you to have fun and do fun things and, live a good life. But those, again, as I said, aren't things that we need to worry about. I need one, just one, guys. I know y'all have it, talk about it all, but we can't do that. Limited time. We got limited time. So can I just get one for which metaverse as a caution? We got I don't really have a thing for this. I'm getting what I've heard was thirsty. They thirsty. And that, of course, those, on that, what I spoke before, trying to uh, poison you or anything like that because they feel like it'll help them in their stability. Yeah, they are thirsty. That is a thirsty energy, but to be high vibing with it, because that's where I'm always going to take it and internalize, for you to internalize and get, as I'm really getting more of a health thing, being better with your health, taking better care of yourself health wise, creating natural remedies for yourself, drinking more water. Definitely don't wait till you're at the point of dehydration to try to nourish yourself, or don't or get sustenance. They feel like somebody running on fumes is what they just brought me to, what they just gave me. Like, we don't want to run on fumes. You are being active. Be cautious of being overactive with anything that you do. It's really, to me, the caution portion is kind of hard to navigate something high vibing internally, because I feel like not a lot of us are in that self-sabotage stage. So for which a metaverse and, thirsty to be out here, it's as a caution. To me, it's like, what do we need to be cautious about as far as witches go? Nothing, because nobody can do anything to you that they're not allowed to do. Like, at the end of the day. And then being thirsty, you nourish yourself, pour into yourself. So yeah, be cautious of not pouring into yourself. Be cautious of not hydrating yourself. Be cautious of not replenishing. Is what I heard. Not replenishing your energy. So I feel like, yeah, and like with before we got that witch to come out, the cards did kind of fly out, and it gave me that I throw my hands up kind of energy. So it's kind of more giving me the energy of slow down. Slow down, enjoy your drink. Enjoy your time of relaxation. Enjoy your time of replenishment. Um, oh, okay. They also gave me someone feels like things aren't replenishing. Be cautious of feeling and thinking that way. To me, I feel like the caution pal is more about mindset. Be cautious of having the mindset that someone can harm you or take from you or dehydrate your funds, and or that things aren't going to replenish themselves. Be cautious of taking drastic measures, to achieve things. What do we need to know about codes in nature? Codes in nature. Last thing. Codes in nature. This to me is best friend energy. Like, currently, nature is your best friend. Currently, nature is your best friend, your best buddy. Y'all gonna have the best laughs. It's just gonna be a good time when y'all get together. Yeah. It's this that elementary kind of friendship, that friendship that, you know, they done been friends since elementary school. Yeah, stamped at the very back of the deck, stuck like glue. Like this, that kind of friendship is the friendship that you need to have with nature to get these codes and get these miracles. That's who you should be focused on building a friendship with, who you should want to learn from. Nature. Nature. I'm hearing get on the bus. Get on the bus. The magic school bus. So yeah, the magic school bus, and when I think of that, it's more or less like um, unlocking your own magic. Nature is gonna show you how to unlock your own magic, um, and get these codes. A lot of people think of magic in a bad way, and you know that's just what that is with different thing. But when we talk about magic, I'm talking about your passion, your talents, the things that spark you, the things that make you want to uh, do what you do, the things that make you want to have fun, the things that make you want to laugh, the things that, that's your magic. Your magic is knowing that you are unique. There's no one else like you, so there's no need to compete. We shouldn't compete and compare. We should collaborate and be friends with the energies that, align with us. It's really giving me the energy of best friend, like friends forever kind of thing. You always got a friend. I'm hearing you got a friend in me, but you always have a friend in nature. Like, you always got a friend in nature. Ooh, I was about to say some other things, but I'm gonna go ahead and move on. But you always got a friend in nature. Like, this is giving me BB. It's the time to be BFF with nature. Really not. I don't want to say isolate yourself, but the fact that we got the hangman at the beginning of the reading, you may need to isolate yourself at this time, at this juncture, especially those that are out here on a spiritual journey. You may have to isolate yourself away from things because it's really feeling like, and it's giving me the energy of someone being in a environment that is not conducive to their growth, um, on whatever level. It's kind of what is giving me with the caution and just the how the negative energy uh, wants to be the forefront. The toxic, low vibrational energy is fighting to be the forefront of what I talk about. So it's really giving me that kind of energy. Like, and then we started off with whispering being what, came up a couple times in the pre-shuffle and getting ready. So yeah, be BFFs with nature. Get these codes in nature. Go have fun in nature. Nature is that lifelong friendship that you have from elementary school on through no school to retirement to, you stuck with me is what I is what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, you definitely stuck with nature. Nature ain't going nowhere. And when nature does, we will. So I'm gonna leave that there. Let's get some tarot on this. What do we need to know about silent retreat, silence, and mics down? We need to know about silence, retreat, and mics down. Chariot. It's giving me you're the victor energy, because the traditional chariot is like the mobiles, whatever. Um, it's the little chariot that they used in racing during Roman times. And they had those car races or whatever during Roman times. That's what the original one looks like. But this girl always gives me a sense of victory, like a coming home parade. I just saw a card from the inner child healing deck, come home to yourself. So I'm getting the energy of going within, going within. And for real, going within, moving fast at it. And, what am I trying to say? Bringing together the dark and the light side, being able to utilize both, being a conduit of both energies, light and dark. A lot of people want to make it as one or the other when you really need both. Just like you need the sun, we need darkness. Just like we need rain, we need, everything has an equal and opposite. It's giving me kind of Newton's law energy right now with the chariot card. And I'm also just feeling like you need to get on out there on the move, quick, fast, outside in nature. Um, but again, it's still giving me like the move in silence energy. It's that time, it's that season to move in silence. That's how you're gonna get your victory if you move in silence. At the bottom of the deck, we got the hangman again. We got the hangman. This is definitely like spiritual isolation, spiritual punishment. You got some thinking that you need to do, and you can't be thinking. You got some thinking that you need to do. You got some situation analysis, is what I just heard. You got some situation analysis that need to be done in order to go ahead and get through this season. Whatever it is that you're asking questions to divine source energy about, it's time for you to sit and listen. Like, it's that time. Like, you can still be on the go, and you can still, move and do what it is that you need to do. But at some point in your day, you need to take the time to be silent. And if it's giving me the feeling that you have to go somewhere to do that, you have to get in your car and drive, or sit in the car, and that's where you'll have a moment of silence. Go where you'll have a moment of silence. It's bringing me back to that hair rush energy again. So be careful driving on these roads. Don't nobody get into no accidents. Slow down with how you moving. Let's get something on the witch and thirsty. It fell on my leg, so I'm gonna keep it. We got the 9 of Wands. So, and that's in the current position. And she facing the past, so I feel like it's folks coming in from the past that you need to set strong boundaries with. Also, is giving me internal boundaries. So there's some internal boundaries that you need to set with yourself so that you don't keep repeating patterns, is what I'm feeling. This is someone who's repeating patterns over and over again and then blaming it on everything else. Is really what I'm feeling like. As boundaries need to be set, you really gotta sit and think and watch out for those triggers. You know, um, yeah. The Magician at the bottom of the deck. Already got everything that you need to succeed. You have to unleash. To me, is giving me the energy of someone wanting to be a witch, but for the wrong reasons. That's low vibrational. For on the high vibration side, is giving me someone who feels like and resonates with witchcraft, but they caution it because the world makes it seem like it's a bad thing. That's something that one you got to change that mindset. Is you give it a rest. At the very back of the deck, give it a rest. But no, Spirit is like, no, tell them what I said. Rest assured that if you if you align with witchcraft and resonate with witchcraft and decide that you want to do witchcraft, just know and understand that all of your magic has to be high vibrational and with the best intentions. It is not used to harm folks or cause bad things to happen, or it's not to be used in a dark matter against others. Okay. But back to what I was saying, just place some boundaries. I feel like that's an internal boundary that you have right now from the conditioning and the grooming that we've gotten throughout time, that magic is something bad. Set up boundaries. Be resilient with placing extra protections on yourself, as I spoke of earlier. Be resilient just in life. Try to push through things. Just make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're on not only a self-love journey, but a self-care journey. Self-love is self-care. Make sure that you're out here doing what you need to do health-wise, is really what I'm getting from that. I'm getting someone overindulging that needs to do a 180 with whatever it is that they're doing. They need a 180 because what they're asking for, they're unable to achieve with the lifestyle that they're living. That's basically what I'm getting. You're the magician. You're the magician. You're already a magician. You're already the victor. You're already that. You're already that. Right now, you're here in the stressed out mode. And I feel like it's because of all of the poison that you're taking in. Because this is what you are. Empress to magician. And if I read it the other way, magician to empress, who the fuck? How is that not a baddie? How is that not a baddie? From magician to victor to dark night of the soul to empress. And if you read it the other way, from empress to dark night of the soul to victor to magician. Whichever way you read it, to me it's good. You're taking your fight internally. You're taking your learning internally. You're figuring out how to best nurture and mother yourself, how to be the co-creator with the universe to get the life that you want. Like, that's gonna take boundaries. Baby, that's gonna take magic. That's gonna take you knowing that you magic. Because in this world, if you go by what the world wants you to believe, you won't ever make it to success, because they always change the rules or raise the bar. And I'm gonna leave that there and move on over to codes in nature. And I'm moving on because it's evident to me, and it should be evident to you, that your caution, pal, has to do with mindset. You changing your mindset, and what you believe can harm you, and what you believe you can and cannot do. But I got frustrated, so that's, my apologies for that. But I am still moving on to codes in nature and best friends. You need to know about that. You need to know about codes in nature and best friends. Oh, that's way too much. The strength card slid on over to the side in reverse. So that gives me the energy that someone feels like that they don't have the strength to connect with nature. Everybody does. It's just about finding your way to do it. No one else has the blueprint for you on how you connect with nature, spirit guides, ancestors, divine source energy, most high. No one else can tell you how to do that. That's something that you have to learn for yourself. You have to crack the code in nature with how it is that you connect with, speak to, receive messages from nature. Everybody has a different way. It may fall under, your way may fall under some subcategories. So I wouldn't say not to take advice from anybody, because you very well may have a gift or calling or skill close to someone else and how they connect with nature, but it's not going to be exactly the same. So yeah, do some research on how other people connect with nature and kind of tailor it yourself. But again, get out in nature. Actually get out of nature and see. Just sit there. You know what I mean? You'll feel it. You'll feel it. You'll see it. You'll hear it. If you sit in silence and listen for it. Let's get something. What we need to know about codes in nature and best friends. What do we need to know about codes in nature and best friends? I promise y'all I'm not taking all of that. Come on, guys. I get it, I understand, but I need one. Just one. Codes of nature, best friends. Codes of nature, best friends. What we need to know. The Fool. To me, this is to be curious, to be trusting, to be I'm hearing some things that I'm not gonna say, because I know that because it's not high vibrational, and it's just not something that has to do with encouragement or this message at all. To me, it's really being curious, being free, being new again, born again, is what I'm feeling. Looking at her, though, it's really, giving me the energy of put your phone down and take the leap. I started to hear Erykah Badu's song, I Can Make You Put Your Phone Down. And I feel like that's a message from nature. Like, I can make you put your phone down. A message from nature, a message from your spirit guides, message from, ancestors, divine source energy, however you want to put it, spirit, whatever you want to call it. It's a message from them. I can make you put your phone down. But what it feels like is you don't want them to make you put your phone down, because it's going to be dangerous. There's danger in that. So they want you to willingly put your phone down, cut off distractions, get silent, get curious about nature versus, what the next person is doing, what your BFF is doing. Because as I said before, you need to have your BFF be nature. The world card at the bottom of the deck. Hey, if this is not like ending of a cycle, changing, trajectory, I don't know what to tell you. This is two decks. The bottom of the metaphysical cannabis deck, we got the world card. The bottom of the tarot deck, we got the world card. At the bottom of this deck, we got a school bus. So I feel like it's these bottom cards are aligning with learning from the cyclical patterns. There's a pattern that keeps patterning. No, there's a pattern that keeps it's going round and round and round. It's a pattern that needs to be broken. It's definitely a pattern that needs to be broken with the majority of the tribe. Like there's a pattern that need to be broken, and I feel like it's the pattern of speaking before thinking. It's also the mindset thing, shifting the mindset to believe in yourself more than not, to bet on yourself. To unlearn and relearn is what I'm hearing, or to continue learning. Like it's levels to it all because it's cyclical. Everything is cyclical. So I feel like there's a pattern that's repeating that's cyclical for some folks that needs to be broken. And then as far as those that are, actually on the path of learning and breaking these patterns, as you keep going, there's a cycle to that as well. Once you reach 9 in that level or 10 in that level, whichever you want to go by, I go by 9 because in numerology, that's where that is 9, and then you break it back down to 1. Everything is broken down from 1 to 9. Like that's the level. But so we just that's just what I had to explain real quick. But back on to the topic. Once you get to level 9, yes, of course once you get to 9, you're gonna level up. So say you start on level 1. Okay, I done leveled up. I done learned 9 lessons in level 1. Okay, I got it. Move up to level 2. You start back at 1. And then you go up to 9 on level 2. Like it's a level to it. You're gonna keep going. It's gonna keep repeating the patterns. Negative patterns will keep repeating, as well as positive patterns that will keep repeating. So when you step through this portal is the energy that I'm feeling. Like there's a portal coming. I'll do my research and get at y'all with what portal it is with the next reading. But it's giving me the energy of the 3-3 portal because that's March and that's before spring. So I feel like, that portal, the portals in March to me are significant, or all the portals that predate the turn of the year, the spring equinox, and we're close up on that. It's that time. We need to be getting these codes in nature, like they said, figuring out what your magic is, what your unique talent is, what kind of witch you are, and sitting in silence to get the answers to the questions that we've been asking divine source energy for the longest. I feel like it's that time because it's not like we're not being taught and divine source energy is not willing to teach us. It's just more or less the mindset. You have to change your mindset, to be open and curious and adventurous in order, to actually beat these levels. You know what I mean? To beat these levels and level up. You just got to do it. Distant horizons is what's at the bottom of this deck, but they telling me to cut it. Just we done. Like that is what that is for this reading. Like it's time to move in silence, add some protections to yourself, and be cautious of your mindset at all times. And it's time to get these codes in nature. It's time to be BFFs with nature. It's time to get in nature, get some answers from nature and the ancestors. Yeah, that's the end of it. I'm gonna leave it there. It was fun chopping it up with y'all. I know it's been a while. Y'all see the situation has changed, and it's gonna change again because that's how it is. I was called to do this, and source said there's nothing that can stop me but me. So I stepped out of the box and figured out how I can get a reading to you guys, and I feel like this was a good one. If it resonated, I'm happy for you. If it didn't resonate, maybe next time, but I'm gonna leave that there. I love y'all all, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.